When we started thinking about the Master Chief Collection, we had a couple of goals. November this year is the 10th anniversary of Halo 2, so we wanted to do something special for that, similar to what we did in 2011 with the first Halo anniversary. Really take that, retouch all of the graphics, all of the audio, and of course have that ability to switch back and forth between old and remastered at the touch of a button. But as we started thinking about it, it occurred to us we have a platform transition, new Xbox. It would be a good opportunity to bring all of the Master Chief games onto one platform at the same time, especially with Halo 5 coming next year. I liken it a lot to Netflix, where I say, you binge on your favorite series or something like that before a new season comes out. So we wanted the collection to be something like that, like a great anthology where gamers could get online, relive their favorite memories, which is actually why we unlocked everything in the menu. So you don't have to play through the entirety of each game. With everything unlocked, you can move through all the chapters however you want. So the goal was really to give that power to the player to control their experience while giving a celebration for the 10-year anniversary of Halo 2.
What's something exciting that players are going to recognize immediately?
Man, it's going to be hard to choose one. I think what I get excited when I think about this collection is there's just so much cool stuff in there. What I'm really excited about is to be shipping the original Halo 2 multiplayer exactly as it was 10 years ago, because for most people, when you think Halo 2, that's what you think of. I know that's what I think of. And when we started working on Halo 2 Anniversary, that was the first thing the whole dev team said is we have to get the multiplayer perfect because that's exactly what people remember. So we did it in two ways. We've shipped that original multiplayer as it was 10 years ago, but in addition to that, we chose 6 maps that we've remastered to kind of give them a more modern feel as well. So gamers really get the best of both worlds.
So what's something new and exciting that you guys have put forth in the Master Chief Collection?
There's a couple of new things. I think what's probably really fun and innovative about the title is how we've created this interface. So the game is massive, right? You've got Halo 1, Halo 2, Halo 3, Halo 4, every multiplayer map that's ever shipped for any of those games. We've got brand new cinematics for Halo 2 Anniversary, like 53 minutes of cinematics that we've done with Blur. We've got Nightfall, the digital series. We've got the Halo 5 beta. This thing is just packed with content. So a challenge we ran into really early is how do we curate this? And it really became a UI challenge for us. How do we give all of this information to the player in a way that they can easily get through? Because it's so much content, it'd be easy for stuff to get buried and for it to be hard to get along. So, we're actually pretty happy with what we've got. It's a great, simple interface to get through. Again, everything is unlocked, so you can jump through these 4 games however you want. And we've also created playlists, which is something people have been getting really excited about. Playlists combine moments from all 4 games into a single playlist. So, for example, all of the Warthog missions from all 4 games on a single playlist, or all of the Flood missions, or, just things like that. And we're going to constantly be updating those as well. It's kind of like a fun new way to experience your Halo.
What's something exciting that you, being part of the dev team, have seen somebody else do that just harken back to the old days?
Probably the most fun I've been having is, as we've started doing these tours, is getting people playing some of these old maps again. Because what's great is, even if you haven't played this map in 5 years or whatever, the memories just come back, the old strategies come back, right? Everyone kind of had their flows for all of these maps, and you just get people laughing, sharing stories, like, oh my god, I remember the first time I played this map. And that's really a lot of the nostalgia that we're trying to capture with this, is just take you back to the first time you played it, and just get in there and have some fun.
So how is it rebooting your guys' own game, Halo 4, in this collection?
Well, it's interesting with Halo 5 coming out next year. We're going to be learning a lot of what we do, from this. So obviously we've got the Halo 5 beta that's launching in December as part of this game. But I think what's interesting, we talk about this a lot back at the office. We just have everyone's got these bets as to where are people going to spend the most time? And, really for the first time, we're going to have access to a tremendous amount of information. People I like say are going to vote with their gameplay. We're going to see oh yeah, people are spending more time in 2 or more time in 3 or more time in 4. We're going to see where everyone kind of focuses, what game types get the most play. Because we've got over 100 multiplayer maps in all of these modes and all of this stuff on a single disc, we're going to get a tremendous amount of insight into what players are enjoying.
What's been the evolution of the graphics of, through the first and through the third, and then with your guys' the 4th one, then how have you remastered it?
I mean, it's pretty fascinating when you look at how far things have come in 10 years. It's really quite mind-boggling. This is why I love that Switch feature, the ability to go back and forth from the old graphics to the new. I kind of joke it's like 10 years of gaming evolution, right, at the touch of a button, because, you know, we go into Halo 2 Original and you move around, and then you hit that button and you get all these new graphics and the new audio and everything. It's a very powerful experience because you can really see how our craft has evolved, how our technology has evolved, how our ways of doing things have evolved over the course of a decade. And it's really, really fascinating. And then you look at 3 and 4, you know, these are games that we didn't retouch the same way we did Halo 2 Anniversary, but we did a lot of work to those games to make them run at 60 frames per second, 1080p. We've improved their lighting models, their shaders, and things like that. And even with that, you know, just some of these tools and techniques and tactics, you can look at the game now, like Halo 3, which we're showing today, looks like a completely different game. It's brighter, it's more vibrant, it plays better, it's smoother. So, I mean, one of the things I love about, you know, doing these anniversary titles is you do get a stroll down through memory lane a little bit, but you also get to see, like, very, very concretely how much our technology has changed.
What changes have you guys made to the gameplay, the gunplay, the movement?
The goal with all of these titles is that they play the same way you remember them playing 10 years ago. You know, anecdotally, I like to say on the first Halo Anniversary, we maintained a separate bug list to make sure we didn't accidentally correct a bug that was in the original game, because all of this is about giving you your experience exactly as you remember it being. You do, however, get changes from, you know, the game's running at 60. It's a lot more smooth. It's a lot more fluid. You get the benefits from that. New audio, sharper graphics. So, you know, look at a game like Halo 2 Anniversary. It starts to look and feel and play like a modern game, despite all these changes we've made. But that gameplay you remember is still very much intact. I mean, you look at the blur cinematics, you're like, oh wow, you know, this looks like, you know, best of class today. The graphics look amazing. It sounds as good as a game does today, but it still plays exactly as you remember. I mean, that's always been kind of a key pillar for us in the development of any of these games, is to make sure that we're being true to the fans' memories.
What's your favorite multiplayer map out of all 100?
I gotta say Zanzibar. I love Zanzibar. We're actually showing it today. This is why I've been kind of waiting for us to get to a point where we can unveil it. That was top of my list when we started saying which of the 6 are we gonna remake. It's well balanced, the vehicles are fun, it's a blast, and people have been having a great time with it today, and I love those new maps.